Welcome back to our UX Everything YouTube channel. Color is important and fundamental when we look for a complete, round and effective design. The good use of color can elevate a design from normal or acceptable to truly good and memorable. Also, color can speak about what we design without even saying a word. Is a tool that, although it can be difficult to learn and master, its advantages are enormous and it becomes indispensable for any designer, graphic, UI/UX or artistic. Here at UX Everything we know that mastering color is a long task and involves a lot of study and lot of new terminology and concepts that can be complicated. More if you enter this without any knowledge. Many are those who run away overwhelmed because of so much new information. That is why in this blog we are going to explain in a simple way what you should know and what you should consider when applying color to your designs. In addition to giving you a couple of pages that can help you with this task, so that the beginning of this learning path is not so difficult. An approach to color. Color is very powerful when it comes to representing and demonstrating. We as humans can perceive and receive information only through the colors we see, and we have different colors associated with different sensations, memories or information, from the most natural and ancient as the fear that produces a frog or a snake with very bright colors, even current and modern patterns. Such as knowing how to recognize fast food brands only with their main colors. Therefore, the first thing that should be investigated and studied is what is related to each color, and how you can use it in your favor to generate the desired reaction or emotion in the user. There are different things to take into account when selecting a color for a design, and we will name them below. Culture. The appreciation of a color can vary from one culture to another. A color that in our cultural context means something, on the other side of the world, it can generate and be associated with something totally different. We must take this into account because in this currently globalized world we can get jobs from any corner of the planet. For example, black, which is normally associated with a funeral color in some cultures, is replaced by white or red. Also take into account colors rejected by a culture due to traumatic backgrounds or colors related to bad luck. You can ask your client for this information in order to avoid taboo colors. Psychology. Color has a very large load within the human psychology. These can generate slight emotions or sensations. Knowing how to use these sensations in your favor can give your designs an image and an emotion from before they begin to show themselves at all to the user. Some examples are: pink is a color that generates calm and can be used to generate relaxation in the user. Red activates the mind in the form of alertness and can be used to attract attention. White generates confidence and the feeling of health, and like this each color has its own effect that can be used by the designer. Marketing. Within marketing there are studies that show the effectiveness of some colors in relation to the brand in which they are used, either because over time they have been related to certain products or because it goes hand by hand with the previous point. It is like the color red that, although it can generate an alert, is also related to fast food chains, just like the color yellow, although it is also related to danger or illness. The use of colors varies depending on the context in which they are used for. Other examples can be the green color as an ecological symbol. The black and white is used by brands that want to show seriousness and trust, or the blue that denotes order and is used by many banks or insurance agencies. Aesthetics. This point is related to the beauty that color and its combinations provide. This is the most complicated point when learning to handle color. Aesthetics. It's about knowing how to combine and mix different colors and ensure that they complement each other and not collide with the user's view. There are many ways to achieve a good color aesthetic: using color palettes, basing the design on references from other brands, or with simple experimentation. You can get colors that work for the design you are looking for. We take this opportunity to mention that communication with your client is very important in the process of choosing colors, either because the client may have an idea of what colors to use or maybe they already handle a defined color palette. Now, we will give you 2 pages that you can use to make it a little easier to find colors for your work. Color.adobe. This page is perfect for making different color palettes and also for testing combinations based on a color. You just have to select the type of palette you want and move the circles so that the page automatically accommodates the complementary colors. that can supplement the range of your design. The page has different types of color palettes, such as analogs, monochromatic, complementary triads, and others that you can use to experiment and determine which colors work best for your design. Canvas. Some designers deny of Canvas because they say that it creates a very simple and empty design. But here we recommend it because it has a large number of color palettes from which we can take inspiration for our work. We can also use its templates to quickly see how they look in a post or page, which will give us a better visualization of the use of the colors. With these tools and this knowledge, you can start to use color in a more effective and useful way. But if you want to delve into all the concepts and techniques, taking a course or a series of investigations will always be recommended because knowledge is never too much. In our page, we are happy to help you take the first step. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.